here's your EOAlive weather forecast.
Hope all of you a great Tuesday. Gabe Curtis reporting on this January 10th, brought to you by Valley Insurance. We're now in downtown LeGrand with open enrollment through January 15th. The highs have topped out into the midst of the upper 30s for much of us today, with the exception for that cold spot 28 in Joseph. Warmer out towards John Day and Pendleton into the low to mid 40s. And out the door this evening, there are some scattered showers around, which will continue at least into the first half of the overnight hours tonight across the northern blues and will allow as before. That gets on out here later on as more breaks in that cloud cover will develop, helping to make those dense spots of fog a little bit more widespread, dropping much of us into the upper 20s to lower 30s, with the exception for that cold spot 16 in Burns. I am expecting the potential for a dusting of snow as low as 2,500 feet. We could see isolated spots up above that pick up upwards of an inch, but not becoming likely until you get up above Tollgate, with upwards of 3 inches expected into our highest elevations. Heading into the day tomorrow, much of us will be tapping out into the upper 30s to lower 40s, with the exception for that warm spot 53 in Pendleton. I'm expecting a mix of cloudiness to continue, as we could see some fog in areas, especially during the morning hours, although Ontario could be that one spot dealing with it all day. We have a slight chance for a few snowflakes into the early morning hours across the northern blues and Willowas. Otherwise, that region will stay dry all day. Really, the only chance we have for sticking snow would be out towards John Day and Burns, somewhere between the 6 to 8 o'clock hour into the evening, where we could start to see a dusting to 2 inches out that way. Heading into the day tomorrow for LeGrand, it looks like this will start out into the upper 20s to about 30 at the 8 o'clock hour, as sun breaks continue to mix with any fog pockets around, beginning with a light southwesterly wind flow, but those southerly winds quickly kick in, helping diminish any fog and warming those temperatures all the way into the low 40s by midday, as we continue to see a lot of sunshine until those clouds thicken the second half of the afternoon into the evening, as those winds turn to the southeast and gust up to 45 miles per hour in spots, helping to hold those temperatures into the mid-30s overnight, with our next round of steady precipitation through about mid-morning into Thursday into a mix of some rain, snow, and graupel. Otherwise, that breaks into a mix of just scattered rain showers during the day, as those highs warm into low to mid-40s as those gusty winds continue. As we have my 7-day forecast, the potential for upwards of 50 mile per hour wind gusts continue into the day on Friday, helping to limit that moisture, but there will still be some scattered light rain showers around as those highs top into the mid-40s, with overnight lows into the midst of the upper 30s to finish off the work week. Latest update actually brings the chance for a few raindrops the first half of Saturday rather than the second half, until a slightly stronger system could move in as early as Sunday morning, bringing rain, snow, and graupel that continues into early next week at times, as those highs cool back into low 40s, overnight lows into low 30s. This has been Gabe Curtis, bringing the most accurate forecasting you can get here in Eastern Oregon. Thank you to the folks down at Valley Insurance for sponsoring this weathercast, and I will be back tomorrow.